Hello everybody, SSA here, aka Super Tsunarashi, and this video is all about what if I had my own evil team in the Pokemon series. Now, this video is heavily inspired by Birdkeeper Toby's video about the same subject, so if you haven't already watched that video, go check it out. I will put a link in the description below, because he encouraged everybody to make their own, and I had an idea that I'm like, yes, that would be perfect for an evil team that fits me. So this video will be divided in a few content, few subcategories. That is the team name and what are our clans, the story, and of course what are the post story. What if we are defeated as an evil team, what would be the outcome of that? So first off, the evil team. Now if I had an evil team, I wouldn't make a big evil team like Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team Aqua, etc. I would have like a small evil team like Team Skull, for instance. So I would be the leader, and the team name would very simple, just be Team Suna. Suna is Japanese for sand, and would fit the team as a whole. I will be going in that in a few moments, but I'm the leader, and we have one admin, just one admin, and that admin is called just Anubis. It's just called Anubis, and I think you already know where I'm going heading. Yes, we will be like an Egyptian kinda based team. Like, see me as like a pharaoh type, and Anubis of course with the whole Anubis features, and then you will have the grunts. Now the grunts will have like 3 Pokemon in general. Those are Yamask, Sandile, and Sandshrew. Sandshrew, my favorite Pokemon, of course, I have to put him in there. And Sandile and Yamask fit the whole, look of the team. Now, Anubis will have a whole different team, and oh boy, his team is very powerful. Anubis will have Cofagrius to match the grunt style, Aerodactyl, Lucario, of course, because of Anubis, and I had one more mon. Crocodile, there we go. So Crocodile, Aerodactyl, Lucario, and Cofagrius. Lucario, of course, will be his ace. Now my team is as followed. I will have Sandslash, I will have a Donphan, and I will only have 3 mons, just 3 mons. Sandslash, Donphan, and I think I'm going for Kabutops, because I really like Kabutops' design, and it will fit the whole, team of the evil team, the whole, how do you call it? It's heavily based on ground types, rock types, water types, but I think Kabutops, Sandslash, and Donphan will fit very well for my team. So, and Sandslash, of course, will be my ace. Now, those are the teams, those are the members, and those are the, in a whole. And there are a lot of grunts, just one admin, and me as a leader. Now the storyline. What is my history? Why did I start an evil team? So my storyline is as follows. I was an inspiring Pokemon professor. I was heavily, how do you call it? I really like knowledge. That's also me in real life. I really like to learn stuff, and history was one of my favorite subjects at school. So think of me as an aspiring Pokemon professor, and one day in Sinnoh, like a year prior to the story I'm now, making up, a year prior to the story right now, I was in Sinnoh. I was, doing research about Giratina, and one time I actually met Giratina face to face. But that encounter went totally wrong, and it actually screwed me up a little. Giratina's encounter with me made me a little bit more paranoid, a little bit more dark, and I actually got mad with power. I wanted to learn more knowledge, so I built up Team Suna, because I want to learn more knowledge, and that's why I went from Sinnoh back to Kanto, because this story will be placed in Kanto and Johto, and it will not be a main storyline. As I said before, I'm like a little team, a little evil team, and we will only be like, you will only encounter us like 3-4 times during the whole story. So being mad, being drifting mad with power after facing Giratina, I went back to Kanto and started up my evil team, Team Suna. So that's the whole, backstory of Team Suna and how it eventually, started. So in Kanto, as you, the protagonist, will begin your story, you will meet your first encounter with Team Suna in Pewter City. As you reach Pewter City, you will eventually hear stories about, yo, have you checked out what happened at the Pokemon Museum in Pewter City? There's like a whole evil team, you know, messing everything up, trying to steal everything. And they actually succeeded stealing some of those fossils there at the Pokemon Museum. So you as the protagonist will go to the Pokemon Museum in Pewter City, and you will eventually double battle against 2 Team Grunt members of Team Suna. Of course they will have, like as I said before, a Yamask, a Sandile and Sandshrew. So not that difficult, but depends on what Pokemon you've chose at the beginning of your story. So if you win against my Team Grunt members, Anubis will show up and be like, okay, you could be a problem. I have my eyes on you, sir. I have my eyes on you. He won't battle you right away. So after that, one of the aides at the Pokemon Museum will be like, yo, thank you, you know what, as a reward you can have one of our fossils, meaning Kabuto or Omastar, because... Omanite, my apologies, Omanite, because you will, you know, be playing in Kanto, so you will get one of those fossils. So then you will eventually meet up Anubis at the, where was it again? At the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. As he will, you know, pay his respects, do his demand. He will be like, oh, there you are. You know, I have been keeping my eyes on you throughout your adventure. I want to test you out. I'm gonna have to have a battle with you. So then you will have to face Anubis, and this is just a friendly battle because he wants to test you out. If you defeat him, he will be like, okay, I see some potential in you. But I do have to warn you, don't cross Team Suna's line, because our leader doesn't take shit from no one, and he's not himself anymore, you know. Anubis is like the admin that, you know, is following my orders, but at the same time he's worried about my health because I'm driven with mad after the encounter with Giratina a year prior, because he is one of my best friends, Anubis. You don't know who Anubis is. The whole storyline of him is a secret, but the only thing you know is Anubis is a close friend of mine who worked with me during my research in Sinnoh, and after that I became mad, started the whole team, etc. The next time you will encounter Team Suna is in the Safari Zone, because me and my Grunts and Anubis are there at the Safari Zone because I believe that somewhere in the Safari Zone there are secrets to the old times of Pokemon, the ancient time of Pokemon. So I took over the whole Safari Zone, and yeah, that's basically it. And it is up to you to, you know, save the Safari Zone. So what you're doing, you're battling Grunt after Grunt after Grunt, and right before you face me, Anubis is like, yo, I can't let you stop him, you know, he's my best friend, but at the same time I want you to help him. So battle me. If you can win against me, then I will let you face him. So you have to battle Anubis again. Of course he will be a little bit stronger. If you have beaten Anubis, you will have to face finally me. I will be there, and I will be that, you know, you will see a mad scientist slash pharaoh, you know, totally crazy. You can see there is something wrong with me. You can see there that I'm not human. I'm not human. It's like somebody have taken over me. So you have to battle me at there. It's going to be a tough battle, of course. But if you do battle me, I will be enraged, and I will order Anubis to take me away, and, you know, I will see you again, etc, etc, etc. So that is it. You know, save Safari Zone. Now, where this story is going next, it's kinda weird, but it's something I came up. So, you won't encounter me after you've visited Johto. So, let's say you defeated me at the Safari Zone, all perfectly fine, you haven't heard about me, you collected all your gym badges in Kanto, you've challenged the Pokemon League, and you've won. There you go, you're the Pokemon League champion of Kanto, and now your next challenge is Johto. You have to collect all the Johto badges and then challenge the Pokemon League again, but they will be stronger. So after you've got your second gym badge in the Johto region, which is Bugsby, or it could be somebody else because this is set 20 years after the events of Pokemon Red and Blue. You will encounter Anubis again. Anubis will be like, oh my god, thank you. I heard you became Pokemon. I heard you became the Pokemon League champion. That's all great, but you have to help. You have to help Gerard right now because he's past the point of insane right now. He's about to get himself killed if you can't stop him. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take over Celebi at the Ilex Forest because I know Celebi has time travel power and I want to travel back to the existence of Pokemon to get all the knowledge. You know, it's very weird, but being totally driven insane, it's something I wanted to do. So you head to the Ilex Forest, you see me with Celebi. Celebi is like knocked out or something like that. And you're like, yo, stop this, you're getting yourself killed, you're hurting others, stop it. So you have to battle me again. I will be a lot stronger than before, but if you've beaten me, Celebi will actually do something with me. He does something with me and I fall into a coma. And Anubis will be like, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. So he's like, thank you so much. He will give you something in return. I think he will give you a TM or something. He will give you a TM. So I'm saved. Anubis takes me away. Anubis will say, this is the end of Team Suna because with Gerard now, you know, in a coma, there is no point for Team Suna to continue. So that is all that. And then after you've collected all the gym badges in Johto and then defeated the Pokemon League again, you will get a note, you will get a letter from Anubis and me saying, yo, this is Anubis here and Gerard. Gerard has awoken from his coma, he's all perfectly fine now, he wants to apologize for what he have done. And he knows there is no way he can, you know, repay for whatever harm I did in the Kanto or Johto region. So in return he wants to give me a gift, or give you a gift. And that gift is actually a sort of artifact to awaken Giratina again. And I'm like, I had my trouble in the past, but you are the Pokemon League champion, you've done it twice. I know that you have the power to overcome Giratina, catch him or defeat him or whatever. And I will always also give you an egg of a shiny Sandshrew, level 1 shiny Sandshrew. And with that concludes the storyline of Team Suna. So as I said before, it's not a big story, but it's something that came up to me in my head. You know, the whole backstory of me as an aspiring Pokemon professor, encountering Giratina, get driven by madness, the hunger for more knowledge is overtaking me. So I started off Team Suna and in the Kanto region, because I'm driven with madness, I'm trying to get as much knowledge as possible. So we're taking over the Pokemon Museum because there are a lot of fossils there which can help me in my research of getting more knowledge. Then at the Safari Zone, because there was a rumor, there were, you know, secrets about the ancient Pokemon time, like before Pokemon even started. So I took over that, and then finally I tried to do the drastic and just use Celebi to go back in time, just to be there and discover everything, and then go back into the current time and be like, I've discovered everything that's all about Pokemon, just because Giratina took control over me and I got mad. It's a very weird storyline, but it's something that I came up with, and I think it's something that could work in a Pokemon game. I don't know. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed, you know, my little story about what if I had a Pokemon evil team in the Pokemon universe. I want to thank Birdkeeper Toby again for being the inspiration to make this video, like in the past with the My Pokemon Gym video, and after that the My Pokemon Island Trial video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon, because then you'll get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will sincerely appreciate that. But with that, I'm going to end this video right off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.